Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi. Welcome to Gear Corner. Today, we're checking out the Soldano Astro 20. It's a super versatile, brand new Soldano amp that is much more than a fully traditional full tube amp, which it is, but on top of that, it's also MIDI switchable and it offers you an IR loader, so you can use it silently without plugging into a cabinet and miking that, which is, for many obvious reasons, an awesome and sort of a modern way of using a guitar rig. So this is an amp that's gonna be awesome for a lot of different players, from modern metal to old school metal, from blues, rock to session players, from clean Americana players to punk rockers, to whoever wants this amp can make it work in a very unique and sort of personal way. It comes with a 4-switch foot switch, which, even though it's a 3-channel amp, it already acts like a 4-channel amp because you can save a preset per foot switch, and you have 4 very different vibes or tones or gain stages or whatever you want to call it. You can also save different cabinet simulations, so IRs, per foot switch. And if you use like a big and clever like MIDI controller, obviously that's not just going to be 4 presets you can save, but you know the deal. This is not going to be a traditional review today because I've done that already. I recorded like a full spec review with my buddy Guillaume on the Thomann Guitars and Basses channel. You can check out that link, that video right here, and also you'll find the link in the description under this video. What I want to do today instead is show how the Astro 20 reacts to the player, because depending on what kind of gain stages and voicings and IRs you go for, this amp can sound radically different. I want to show you how it reacts to, for example, a dad rocker, blues rocker, how it reacts to, I don't know, a modern high gain player, how you can set it up if you're, I don't know, a funk player or like an old school 80s, 90s kind of high gain player. Whatever you do, you can make this sound very, very different and set up the 4 switchable sort of presets with the foot switch to do very different things. I'll put everything on screen, what kind of cabinet simulation you're hearing, and also in case I use a pedal in front of the amp or in the effects loop of the amp, I'll put that on screen as well. Let's go. My thoughts and impressions. The Astro 20 does not disappoint at all. It's a Soldano. It's exactly what I want from a Soldano. If you get something at this price point and you save up for such a professional piece of gear and want to stay away from using multi-effects and like full digital emulations of amps, etc., there's a reason for it. You want to have something. You want to feel something. Tone for the audience is going to be fine with most of like modern, plugins even and whatever. It's the player's experience, how it inspires you to play as good as you can. That's what I want from a modern amp, especially if it incorporates all these IRs and load box and everything that makes it usable even on silent stages, in rehearsal rooms where everyone's on in-ears, midnight practices, or just at home if you want to get a super high quality studio grade tone without having to crank a cabinet and putting a mic in front of it, which is in most home studios is not really ideal. I mean, you can get away with some volume, but if you don't want to go to a studio where you can actually get 115 dBs out of a crank tube amp, you just, if it's an option, if it sounds good enough, you will probably want to consider using something like this, like a load box with some cabinet simulations. This just literally nails everything out of the box. Plus, you have the Soldano gain, which is, I don't think anyone has to explain that. That's just a special, special thing. All right, let me know what you think about the Astro 20. If there's anything you did not understand in the Thomann video, like the full review, or here showing all the scenarios, all the styles, just let me know in the comments below. I'll come back to you and see you in a new video next week. Bye-bye.